Hey guys, it's Anne here, and this is my May monthly empties and Project Pan update video. Don't have a whole lot on the empties front, but this is a good month for Project Pan. So I'll do what I normally do, start off with the empties, and then we'll roll into the Project Pan items. First off, for my empties, I have this Dove Nutrition Solutions Daily Moisture Conditioner. So for me, finishing up a conditioner takes forever. I'm pretty sure this took me about a year. I usually have 2 or 3 things going at once though, to be honest, but I use shampoo more than I use conditioner. So for like a cup of shampoo, I probably use about 2/3 conditioner because I really only put conditioner from about here-ish down. So pretty happy to actually finish up a conditioner. So I have 3 My Real Squeeze masks. This is the Innisfree masks. I bought that stack of 18, I think it was. I use the pomegranate one, the green tea one, and the lime one. Most of them kind of smell the same. I didn't really notice I using pomegranate. The lime one did have a bit of a lime scent to it. And I don't really notice anything different. The back all kind of says something similar to like brightening or moisturizing or radiant. They're all sort of variants of the same adjectives. That's the right word. And I really like these because they're moisturizing, but they don't feel heavy. Like I'm not afraid that moisturizing with a sheet mask is going to break me out, and they don't. They haven't broken me out yet. I use them about once a week, so yeah, that's about just under a month here. I do have another one that I used this week that I'm still. Like I said, there's so much of the essence left in the pack that I try and use that during the week and not waste any of it. So yeah, love these. I will be repurchasing them when I finish up that stack of 18. My other skincare item is this Frosted Coconut Snowball. So I bought 4 moisturizers in the Bath and Body Works sale around Christmas time, the semi-annual sale. I don't know why I bought this one. I don't really like the smell of it. I know I like the smell of coconut, but I didn't like this one very much. And as you can see, it's a bit of a holiday decoration on it. So it was kind of weird using this in May. So I'm glad I've finished this up. I've moved on to one that's like I think it's called Live Fresh or something like that. It's something like a beachy smell. It's perfect for summer. So I'm glad I've moved on to my 4th and final one from that semi-annual sale. 2 random items. I have a little mini Colgate toothpaste. As I mentioned, I have a ton of minis for toothpaste, so I'll probably be going through quite a few of them. I need to just use some of them up. I think I was hoarding them, thinking I would use them in travel, and I don't travel that much that I need like 7. I think I had 6 or 7. It was ridiculous. So again, these are just minis that I'm just trying to use up, which it feels good to get it out of the stash of crap that I have in my bathroom. And then I have a mini Dove Go Fresh Cool Essentials deodorant. So I know that the mini is obviously not as cost efficient as a normal size. These are I think like $2.50 and the full size is like $3 or $4. So yeah, I know this is not cost efficient, but these are good for travel, and I actually use this at work. So I don't know if anybody else does this, but sometimes I get to work and I'm like, did I put deodorant on this morning? I'm not sure. So I find the mini, it's just nice and discreet, and I can quickly before I start the day. And then sometimes too, because I often walk to work, I feel like I'm a little sweaty, especially now that it's getting warmer. And it's nice to just be able to pop a bit of this on. And I like this Go Fresh Cool Essentials one. I like the smell of it. It's definitely very fresh. Feels nice and fresh. So I've already bought a replacement of this, and it's at work. So this one is it's the little tiny sample of the Tokyo Milk Dark Tainted Love 62. I really like this. This is probably the 2nd or 3rd Tokyo Milk fragrance I've used, and I really, really like them. I'm considering, and I rarely buy fragrance, I'm actually considering buying this. I know you can get kits. I've seen them in a couple of stores where you can get like a kit of like 4 or 6 different kinds of Tokyo milk fragrances. So I don't know, maybe that'll be a Christmas gift to myself this year, but I definitely like this one. I'll put on the screen what the notes are. I actually took a screenshot of the little pamphlet that it came in, so I knew exactly which one this one is, so I don't forget down the road. I'll be like, what was that perfume that I bought? And I end up buying like the wrong one because they all look similar, they just have different names. I know this is kind of weird for a makeup empty, and I saved just the card because I had to throw it out, was the Hourglass sample that I got in my Sephora haul in April. It was very, very full coverage. So don't think it's personally my style or my type of foundation, but if I was looking for full coverage, I think I would go for that for sure. It felt great going on. It didn't highlight texture. It didn't stick to any dry spots. It just was really smooth and felt really, really good to apply. So I would definitely, if you're looking for a full coverage foundation and if you're into the stick foundation, the Hourglass one, even though it's pricey, I think is probably worth picking up. I have this little Burberry Fresh Glow luminizing base. I think it was supposed to be like a primer luminizer, or you can mix it in with your foundation. I don't know if I got this as a sample or in a kit or whatever. I didn't care for this. I'm sure it's way overpriced. I'm not even sure if you can buy this. I've never seen it actually in a full size. So this is in the shade New Radiance. It was fine, but definitely not, just not my kind of product. I don't gravitate towards liquid luminous products that often. So this took a while to actually use this up. And I'm calling it game over on this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Party Time. It's sort of like a dark purpley color. Hopefully it will focus on this and not my face. I have tried to revive this. I've used so many different oils. I swear, like, I poured like half a gallon of oil in this and it just did not revive. And then it revived a little bit, but I realized the color is almost looks like a bruise. It's not a flattering color, so at least on me. So I'm not sure why I bought this in the first place. I'm a little sad because I got barely any usage out of it. It's pretty much full, and just the color, and it's time for it to go. Unfortunately, it feels like such a waste. That breaks my heart a little bit. Anyway, that's it for Empties. So we are now on to Project Pan stuff. And I'm pretty excited about a couple of things. So I'm just going to jump right into, let's go with skincare first. Actually, no, hair care, because I actually have a hair care one. Oh, hair care, yay. Finally finished this stupid thing. This is the Pantene Expert Collection Age-Defy Advanced Thickening Treatment. If my hair was thinning, I think I would definitely purchase something that I know has been tried and tested and true. I just skip the in-between, maybe this might work, and just pay the money. Like, there's certain things where I think you should just pay the money and try the stuff that's already proven out there in the hair loss treatment realm. There's also a video that Hot Flashy did on a hair device that, like, it's supposed to be a laser. Now that seems kind of cool. I'm curious to see how that will work for her. Hair loss is something that I'm not concerned about right now. I have a giant forehead. That's the way it's always been. But on my dad's side of the family, my grandmother had very, very thin hair. Whereas on my mom's side of the family, there was never a problem. But on my dad's side, my grandmother had thinning hair. So there's that chance that I may have an issue when I get older. So it's definitely something that's on the radar for me, to keep an eye on what's happening in that space. But anyway, this I can't recommend because it wasn't enough of a product. The method of it didn't work for me. I think there are other things out there that are probably better. I have 3 skincare items to update you on. The Clinique All About Eyes Rich. So I've talked about this before. There you go. And I've emptied this. So completely empty. Yay! I like this though. I would buy this again. Again, I don't think this has long-term effects. I don't think it's actually removing the wrinkles, but I feel like when I apply this, it definitely moisturizes, definitely diminishes the look of the wrinkles, and it stays hydrated for longer. I think that was the problem I had with the Bye Bye Line Serum and the Bye Bye Under Eye Cream, is the hydration just didn't last for me. It looked good when I first applied it, but 2 or 3 hours later, especially because I work in a very dry office, it just didn't do anything, whereas I feel like this lasts longer when I use it. Because I finished that, I've been using this Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. This is with retinol. So I put a marker on it. You can see the marker from before and the marker from now. So I just started using that again this month. And I only use this one at night. I have another Neutrogena Hydrogel one that I use during the day. And to be honest, I don't think I gave this a fair shake earlier. I feel like this actually is making a difference. I've noticed that my under eyes, once I started using this in the morning when I woke up, looked pretty good. Like, I still have wrinkles, but they're not as pronounced and they're not as dry. A little concerned because it has the retinol, and I have used an under eye serum that had retinol, and it like made my skin flake like crazy, just like the Luna oil does. But this, I guess, is mild enough that it doesn't actually make my skin flaky under my eyes, which is really, really good. So I'm going to keep using this, and once it's finished up, I'll be able to provide a little bit of a better review. But so far, I'm pretty happy with this. And then I just wanted to provide an update on this. You can see the line at the bottom with the Sanskrit Saponins facial cleanser. The last line right there, right there. That's where I'm at right now-ish. I mean, you can see it's kind of like squished as well. I'm using this because I have it. It is not an enjoyable experience. I don't really like it. The only thing is that I can say is it doesn't have any adverse effects on my skin. I am not breaking out. It is not harsh. So, ergo, I might as well keep using it. The smell is terrible. The texture is weird. I don't like it in this stupid tube. It is so, like, it gets all crusty. I just kind of washed it earlier, but it gets all crusty around the tube. Anyway, I think I've bitched about this like in every project pan that I talk about it. Anyway, so this is a new thing that I haven't really talked about. It was in my project pan first video where I wanted to finish it up, and I have made really good progress on it, and I just wanted to put a marker on it to show where it's at right now. It's right down there because I want to focus on finishing this. I like it. So it's the Wonder Brow. If you can't read it, it's the Wonder Brow. This is in the shade Brunette. I like it. It definitely does work. I usually only wear this on the days that I go to the gym and like hardcore go to the gym, like spin class, or when I'm doing weights that are, I know I'm going to be sweating a lot. If I'm just doing dance class where for some reason I don't really, like, I'm not a big sweater, so I don't sweat a whole lot. But dance class, unless it's a day where it's really hot, I don't sweat a lot in the class. So I really only use this a couple times a week, maybe. I don't really think this is better than the Anastasia Dip Brow in terms of wear, like in terms of longevity. So, and again, I'm not like swimming with this on. I'm not running a marathon. I'm not, under a waterfall. I don't know. I'm not doing anything that's going to really wear this off. And I find the wear of this and the Dip Brow is about the same. And I just don't really care for the application of this. So it comes with this sort of weird brush tip thing. And what I do is I use another eyebrow brush that's angled, and like wipe it off the brush and then use that. It just is cumbersome. Yeah. So I'm going to try and focus on using this up. I'm going to use it more than, once or twice a week. I'm going to try and use it a bit more regularly. So hopefully in the next 2 months, I think I can finish this up, and I'll pull at the stopper and really, really get my usage out of this. But I may or may purchase this again at some point, but it's not something I'm going to rush out and buy or feel like I'm missing in my collection if I don't have it. So now on to some of the good stuff. I want to show this one. Super excited. It's completely empty. Well, it's completely empty because I took out the Orgasm blush, but I used up the full NARS Laguna blush in this, like the full thing. I'm so excited that I finished that. I've been working on this since January. That's how long that took. And I did mention that I have another mini Laguna that I would put into Project Pan to replace this one once this one finished, but I'm taking that back. I'm taking those words back because I want to keep that one. I do like that one for travel or just tossing in my bag to use like if I'm away for the weekend, because it is a small size, so it's very handy. So there's no motivation for me to try and finish it. I already hit pan on it ages ago. So I don't really feel like I really want to finish it to get it out of my collection. I mean, that's kind of why I'm panning some things, is because I've had something for so long and I want to get it out of my collection so I can move on to something else. That is something that I can keep alongside other products because it serves a slightly different function, if that makes sense. So another thing I hit pan on, yay, is the Party Blush. Woo! Yay, it's a party. Anybody that's on Reddit, this is like everybody's trying to pan this and everybody's joining the party. I know, we're so lame, but it's still kind of awesome. Although the other thing I'd say, like I hit pan on this, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, and everyone's like, oh yeah, once you hit pan, it'll go so quick. It's still taking its sweet ass time for me, but I'm happy that I've hit pan on this. I'm actually still kind of using it because I realize I do really like this. Forcing myself to use it, you forced me to love you. I don't know why. It's just an easy blush to use because it just goes with everything. And then my trifecta of panning. I'm so excited. I hit another pan, a new one, on this shade in the Naked Basics palette. So that's in the Naked 2 shade. The WOS shade I hit pan on ages ago, but I'm pretty sure, I'll show a screenshot, I'm pretty sure I've expanded that pan. So I'm happy about that. I'm kind of sad. Like, this is a palette that I use in conjunction. I use it on its own a lot, and I use it in conjunction with a lot of other palettes. So the only reason, again, why I'm trying to pan this palette is because I have had it for a long time, and I do actually kind of want the Naked Basics 2 palette. I think the shades in that palette are more of what I would use on a regular basis, because I find while I was gravitating towards this because it had such a variety, like you have really light shades, and then you have really dark shades, I obviously just tend to stick in the middle, and the Naked Basics 2 seems to be a more middle range palette. I don't think the lightest shade is super light, and I don't think the darkest shade is super dark. And then we're down to our last two products. This one is a bit of a dud, but I wanted to share and show it anyway. I don't know why I have not hit pan on this, but you can see there's like a big divot. You can see like the big sort of thumb printy thing right there. But like, I don't know if I can like turn it to its side. You can maybe see. Yeah, you can't really see the divot. Anyway, yeah, there's like this big divot in it, and I'm like, did I hit pan? Like, I don't know. Is it stuck to the bottom? I don't know. It's just taken a hell of a long time. So I'm still using that pretty much every day. And then I've switched back to, I was using that CoverGirl powder. It is super powdery. I have to admit, there was a couple times where I used it and I kind of walked past a mirror and I'm like, oh yeah, that does look a little too powdery to use. I need to like dial back on using that. So I switched back to the Almost Powder makeup in SPF 15. And I definitely have made some progress on this. I think, again, I'll show a screenshot side by side of the last one that I took a month ago. So that's it. So definitely had some good progress on Project Pan items, which makes me feel good. If you did like this video and you feel like giving it a little thumbs up down below, I'd appreciate it. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I hope to see you again sometime soon. Bye.